Welcome to JC Stocks and Markets Podcast for August 24th, 2024. I'm JC. I've been investing in the stock market for 40 plus years. Every other week I publish a new idea on YouTube regarding new stocks or ETFs that I research, and I usually do this on every other Saturday. I'm just sharing this stuff because I always research new investment ideas. My intentions with these podcasts are to share my thoughts and opinions on stock and ETF picks with emphasis on dividend-paying securities. I just want to share investment ideas so that you and I can maybe make a buck. I'm not doing this for money for anyone, nor do I want to. The opinions shared here are my own, and they're just that, opinions. I invest in many of the stocks and ETFs that are featured in these podcasts. This one I wanted to, but I missed the boat, at least this time around. There may be a opportunity a few weeks from now, but we'll see. Disclaimer, do your due diligence before investing in anything. With that, let's go make some money. The stock I'd like to talk about today is Sunoco. It's a limited partnership. The ticker symbol is SUN. If you live on the East Coast, you would probably recognize the Sunoco label and the brand. They have lots of independent fuel outlets. They're North America's largest independent fuel distributor, as you can see here, and they have lots of pipelines and terminal locations, so they sell lots of fuel. They move oil, they move even ammonia for industrial purposes. They have many retail outlets on the East Coast or east half of the U.S., Puerto Rico, Hawaii. They own a big portion of the infrastructure there, and of course a little bit in Europe. I like Sunoco. It's a $7 billion market cap. It pays a 6.5% dividend, and it's well covered. PE ratio is very low for this industry, a little under 7, and the earnings per share are $7.83. And they churn a lot of cash. Their profitability goes up and down a little bit, but they are profitable, and they certainly cover the dividend. And the dividends have been growing for over 10 years, and I'll show you that in a later slide. In fact, I'll show it to you now. This is from the Yahoo Finance. The dividends have been increasing for 11 years. They've doubled in 11 years, and their intent is to continue to sustain and increase the dividend, and they have a pretty good plan to get there. This information that you're going to see here is about the financials is from the Sunoco investor presentation. They continue to grow, and they allocate capital to continue to grow. They definitely have a strong balance sheet, although they do have a little more debt than I would like. But they do churn cash based on the investment from that debt, and they definitely have certainly expense discipline. They are very careful about their expenses per se, and that way they keep their net income higher. You can read this. This is all in the on the Sunoco website, and I encourage you to read any and all of it. Speaking of income from Sunoco, about half of their income comes from fuel distribution. They are the largest independent fuel distributor in North America, and they have very large scale. Last year they moved 8.5 billion gallons in 40 states and overseas. 7,400 Sunoco and partner branded retail outlets, and they just sold a whole bunch of real estate to 7-Eleven for $1 billion, and there's also fuel incentives there. They have 10,000 miles plus or minus of pipeline systems, and that accounts for about, say 33% of the net income. And then of course your oil and gas terminals, large terminal storage areas across the U.S., and that accounts for about, let's say, 33% of the the net income. The last slide I've got is another chart from Yahoo Finance. Everything I got here today was from Yahoo as well as Investor Place and of course, the Sunoco investor presentation, and I appreciate having the chance to utilize that and places to research. Anyway, Sunoco, I could have bought that down near 50 just a little while ago, and I was looking at buying it, didn't. I think you're going to get another chance based on the horizontal line down about 50. When this pulls back, once it gets overbought, it'll pull back. That would be a really, really, really good time to buy. Although I think right now is still a good time to buy. I just don't have the capital myself to buy into it. I had it a few weeks ago, but I've deployed that since. Anyway, I appreciate everyone listening. Hope that you got a little something out of this. Do your research, do your diligence. Again, this may or may not be your bag. Sunoco, I like it. It's a very well-run company. Cash flows are good. With that, the song intro and outro is from a band I used to play in, Just One Goat. It's a song called She's the One. It has meaning to me, a lot of meaning. I hope you enjoy it, and happy investing. We'll see you next time.
Beautiful, but I know my way back home. A loving girl is physical, but I never have to roam. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. Everything is magical, even when she's not around. No, it's not that radical, I just know what I have found. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. She's making my life so much stronger. God, let me stay just a little bit longer. She's the one. Yeah, she's the one. Really is a crime. I've wasted all this time.